What is going on, guys? It's prodbykg, and this is gonna be my first tutorial for you guys. I started wanting to do tutorials to teach people who are new to beats and people who are new to FL Studio period, how to make beats and how to structure and how to mix and everything anybody could want. So today I'm gonna teach you guys how to sample and the easiest way to sample. So let's jump straight into it. I picked a sample that I found online called Radars by Alina Libkind, and this is what it sounds like.
Closer, closer, I wanna be. Deeper, difference inside of me. I can't get enough of you, enough of you, enough of you.
So it sounds pretty freaking good, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split it up into a 4-bar loop, and then we're gonna mess and tweak with it from there. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go up to the splice tool up here, or the slice tool, my bad, and we want to cut off the very end of the sample so that we have the full sample. Next thing I want to do is I want to find the tempo, because if we put on the metronome up here, you can tell that it is not on beat. So go ahead and listen.
Closer, closer.
Now those two together, they're not very pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap or think in your mind or whatever you want to do to figure out what's going to sound good and that goes along with the sample. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
Closer, closer, I wanna be. Deeper.
Now what I did there was I right clicked on the tempo and I clicked tap, and what that allows you to do is it allows you to tap here and it will change the tempo of the actual sample to what you want it to be.
Closer.
Cool. So I think I got it on the right tempo, so let's go ahead and put it with the metronome.
Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Cool. So I got it exactly where I want it. We're going to go back up to the slice tool, and we're going to chop off a 4-bar loop, which is right here, and we're going to delete the rest because we won't need it. So next thing I want to do is I want to go to the master, and I want to take off the fruity limiter. It's very unnecessary, and it can kill your workflow because you might not have get the right mix that you want. So that's the first thing you always want to do, is take off your fruity limiter. Next thing I want to do is I want to pitch down this sample. So I'm going to go ahead and mess with a few different pitches and see what I like.
Closer, closer, I wanna be.
I'm going to do another 200, and then I think I should be good because I'm liking every black note here.
Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Cool. So we're going to go to our first pattern, and next thing I want to do is I want to start with my 808s. I always like to start with my 808s because it gives me a feel of how the track is going to go. By the way, if you guys want me to release a drum kit, which I am currently working on, let me know. I've got 5 or 6 sounds for every single thing. So if you guys want me to drop a drum kit, go ahead and let me know, because every sound that I'm going to use in this video is done all through my reality drum kit. So we're going to go ahead and find a 808 for this sample.
Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Cool. I got one. And because this 808 is on a D note, what you want to do is go into the piano roll, and if we can see here, we have the starting note, which is C, and D is 2 semitones above or one white key right above C. So you want to go to miscellaneous in your 808 settings, and you want to find C, which is right here, and D, which is right here, and right click on the D note, which will reset and put the pitch of your 808 back on C, so that you don't have any problems when you're placing your notes. And the next thing I want to do is I want to put the 808 in a higher octave to begin with, so I can hear the pitches. And to do that, you will use Control A to select the note, or Control and drag over it. But Control A and then Control up arrow key, and you'll put it up to a higher pitch. So let's go ahead and find a pitch that works well with my sample.
Closer. Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Cool. I have another idea that I want to do for the second part of the sample, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over the sample. I'm going to Control and drag, or Control and click on the sample, and then I'm going to use Control B to paste it again right after this first one. And what I want to do for this next one is Control and drag over the notes that I need, and then Control B, which should bring them right over here to a new to where, well, if we drag this out to where the beginning of the second sample is. And what I want to do is to bring more tension, or to make it sound, to set a mood for what the sample is going to sound like in the whole beat. I'm going to bring up the second note on this new line of 808s and bring it up so that it doesn't sound too repetitive.
Closer, closer, I wanna be. Closer, closer, I wanna be.
So that is sounding pretty good to me. And now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a note right on the very ending, and I'm going to use Control L, or legato, to connect the notes. And then I'm also going to bring up the velocity of the 808s. Now I'm going to also Control down arrow to bring it to a lower octave, so that we can then hear what the final 808 and the sample together sound like.
Closer, closer, I wanna be. Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Cool. So that's sounding pretty good to me. Next thing I want to do is I want to open a new pattern here and drag it into my playlist. And I want to do some drums. So I'm going to start playing the sample, and I'm going to find drums that sound good with what type of beat I'm going for.
Closer, closer, I wanna be. 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 Closer, closer, I.
What I'm also going to do is I am going to do the easiest thing you can do for claps and put it on the second white note. So here's your first four. You're going to put it on the first one of your second four, or your second four. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a very simple clap pattern that gives rhythm to the track.
Closer, closer, I wanna be.
Now you guys can either follow along with the sample that you can download off of YouTube, or you can just watch what I'm doing and then implement it into your track. So I'm gonna go off and finish this beat, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. I'm going to be posting more of these. You guys just let me know what kind of beats you want to hear or what you want to hear in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, like, turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next one.
Closer.